You know, I have to say, this year has had its upsides and its downsides. I've made some failures and I've made some successes. But one of those things this year is I went to good old Japan. Here's Tokyo. Here's Shibuya. There's Kanazawa. We're in Osaka. Kyoto. And now we're back in Tokyo. That's Asakusa. I've made a lot of these videos. So this year, you're not only getting game footage, but you're also getting the footage I took in Japan, because I need to show off this trip I went on. So in celebration of that, the package this year is Taira Taiku. But it's actually going to be Taiku Taira. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Because I'm using a katakana version of my name, I will be using the phonetics of my name versus the starting letter. So naturally, all the words have to follow the phonetics. So this year is a little spicier because of that. So let's get started. Ta. Tactful, that's right, I'm a strategist and I make sure my time is used wisely and I plan accordingly to where I need to be for the boss, as well as using my own time efficiently and my energy. E or I for instant. You need me somewhere? I'll be there in a flash, just like Instant Robin, like I got at the Cup Noodles Museum in Yokohama. It was pretty cool. I sure hope Ta and E count as separate phonetics and not Tai, otherwise this start is really fumbled. And you know what also is fast? The bullet train. That's right. I have that power behind me. Good old 293 kilometers. Kudos. You know, I can't be as good as I am at my job if it isn't for the wonderful CAs that also support me, and I'm thankful for them. And when I'm thankful for them, they're also thankful for me. So I want to keep that wonderful energy going, like an infinite circle of thankfulness. So thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Ta for talented. I try each day to expand my skill set. As you can see here on this trip, I had to learn Japanese. I've never studied it, but I learned basic commands, and there were even some days vocally I never spoke English. And I think that's pretty cool for someone who hadn't learned it, and also for someone that doesn't always like talking every day. It's funny I say that because sometimes I can't even shut up and be able to tell me to shut up, and then now I have social anxiety about talking. E or English I for intelligent. Now I know that intelligence is only as good as the temple you make for yourself. So I know that if I need to be at my highest intelligence, my intelligence tells me that I need to take care of myself so that I can use this smart brain power for good use. I know that hydrating, sleeping, and eating appropriate uses of each will carry me through this. And my smarts are telling me that that's a great idea. Ra for ravenous. Now hold up, I'm not saying I'm going to shred anybody, but I will say I'm ravenous to help people out and to do my job. I get bored easily, so sometimes I'll just sit there and ask if people need help, and then I'll go and help them. I don't like sitting around and doing nothing. I have to do something so it can be put to good use. I think I helped some fellow gaijin in Japan. It was at the Shonen Jump store. Lastly, A for adaptable. One thing I had to do on this trip was I had to adapt to all my surroundings. I had to read kanji I've never read before. I had to figure out where things were. I had to figure out that the curry shop didn't give me chopsticks, and I had to use a spoon after looking at my placemat for like 5 minutes. In immersing myself in a foreign environment, it has made me more confident in how adaptable I am to unforeseen circumstances and unknown places that I usually don't see myself in. It's made me a more adaptable person, which is a trait I hold actually pretty dear as someone who's had flight delays. Regardless, my experiences have made me a more adaptable person, and I couldn't be happier for who I am because of that. So this year has been a whirlwind for people. It has had some of its highest ups for me as well as my lowest lows. We all know that I've been showing stuff from this throughout. I want to say that I'm so thankful that sharing in Japan has been just such a pleasurable thing for me to do, and that it was such a great experience, and that me and my fellow friends can enjoy what I've shared, and that this experience truly has transformed me in a way that I didn't expect, like the blue butterfly in the Sora. And I'll pretend like I'm at a temple and that sunglasses aren't allowed. And I wanted to say that if you have an unforgettable experience that you want to share, I'd love to hear it. I want to make sure that Other CAs can go on the trips of their lifetime, as well as the boss has the trip of their lifetime here at the wonderful Game Developers Conference right here in San Francisco. That is something that I want to help ensure for how welcoming Japan was to me. I want to make sure that the boss is also welcomed in our great Moscone Center. Ganbate, CAs. So yeah, that's my video. Anyway, I'm gonna go Japan and I'm gonna do the monkey bars on this Buddha statue, and then I'll get kicked out, but I'll make a lot of money and views off of it, right? Boy. So now Taira-chan, the lightning round. Everything I said before about Taira, now it's Chan. Cha for challenge. I'm gonna meet up any challenge, anything that you give me, I'm gonna blast my way through it. In for never give up. That's right. Just like Naruto Uzumaki, I'm never giving up and you can't bring me down. That's my ninja.